Right, we're jumping right into it here. Let's see, foundations of programming right there. Let's look at our grade screen to see how things are. Oh, let's see. My fake student got his program turned in this morning, but it hasn't been graded yet. So that's what it looks like if you've got it submitted, but it's not graded yet. So that means it's on me to get it graded. Well, look at here. All we have this week is the Module 1 exam. That's what's due Sunday. We don't have any new program. You know everything you need to know for the exam. If you have not completed some of this module, you need to do that before you take the exam, because like this last program has some features that you'll be tested on. Let's look at the exam and see what all it has. So let's go back to our activity screen just so you get a preview. Now, remember, your exam may not have the exact same questions because it has a bank of questions. So, oh, look, you get 2 attempts. So if you don't do well the first time, it's already set up to let you have a second opportunity without having to ask. So you can retest if you don't do well. All right. Let's see. Starts right off simple. Computer programmers are responsible for writing code that tells computers commands to follow. True or false? They're trying to get you started easy here. Today's programmers tell a computer how to perform tasks. What's an example of how the construction industry uses computer programming? One benefit of low-level programming languages is benefit of high-level programming languages. Java is used in web apps, network programming, Android. True or false? Which type of programming language translates one line of code at a time, then executes it before moving to the next one? How does Python differ from Java? Which functions used to display a string value? Oh, to the screen. Which one of those commands would you use? Which type of punctuation is used in Python when indicating a string literal? What do you have to include? Which of the following will print "I've got this" on the screen? Oh, that's a good question. Which one of those will actually print it on the screen? If programming code contains a logic error, you'll receive an error message. Is that true or false? A logic error. What kind of error is a logic error? Which of the following is an example of a runtime error? Which one of these? Which of the following is an example of a valid variable name in Python? Only one of these is a valid variable name. Concatenating can best be described as. So what is concatenating? Look at the following code. Which characters will be sliced from word 1 and assigned to word 2? Because word 2 is just taking a slice of the first one. So which one of those will do? Pseudocode is real, authentic code. True or false? Again, hopefully nobody missed some of these questions, because some of these they're trying to make easier. When a user responds to a prompt, their response is known as input, output, text value. Hopefully you can get all of these right, because if you've done all the programs and paid attention, we've gone over all of this good stuff. Jordan is writing code and wants his users to enter their name when prompted. So which one of these is the following correct code he should use if he wants his users to enter their name when prompted? And then finally, the last one, write a set of pseudocode instructions to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Use at least 5 steps. So 5 points, 5 steps. You can do more than 5 steps. You may make a real fancy peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you need a whole lot of steps. But pseudocode. So if you haven't done the last program, you're like, oh, pseudocode. Yeah, we wrote pseudocode for the last assignment. We wrote a pseudocode and then our Python code and our postmortem evaluation questions. So, all right, that's it. 20 questions. That's what we're looking at this week. So if you have not written the program for 1.05 or there's any other assignments you're missing, be sure and get those done before you jump into the exam, because writing those programs and debugging them and making sure they work right will help you understand some of these questions on there. So it shouldn't be too bad of a test. It should be straightforward. And right there, we just looked at the question. Like I say, you may have different questions, but they will still be covering the same stuff, because, Buzz will just choose questions from a list of questions there. They have a bank. All right. Any questions? It's pretty straight up. We're just testing over what we've done so far, and then we'll move on to module 2 next week. And we'll be doing more multiple choice, and every module will do some multiple choice assignments, and we'll write some programs back and forth. So anytime you do a multiple choice assignment, know that whatever they're testing you on is probably going to be writing a program on it the next week. So make sure you understand what those commands do, what those codes are. So, all right, guys. Well, if there's no questions, I don't need to make you stay around here because you have an exam to do. So I will let you guys go. You can, if you've got all the assignments turned in, you can take the exam now if you want to. But if you haven't, like I said, get everything turned in and then take the exam. So it's not due till Sunday, but no need to wait. We'll see you guys. Have a great week.